think
Harris
you have to
wins.
look at what the definition of surviving is. You can put me on a breathing tube tonight, but it wouldn't be like surviving, like I'm surviving now.
Yeah.
And the same thing's true in politics. I don't know if we can survive or not. I think it would be a travesty if he became president again.
Bill Clinton, traveling between small towns in western Michigan, reflected on mortality, whether that of American democracy, the Democratic Party, or himself. The nation's 42nd president believes Kamala Harris will win and that economic growth will surge in the coming years. Clinton attributes this potential economic growth to Joe Biden's policy decisions, which he says will start to show results after a natural delay. He describes Harris as a problem solver and highlights her plan to reduce grocery costs by addressing price gouging. Clinton also admires her proposal for federal involvement in housing construction, noting that these are ideas he hadn't considered before. In an exclusive interview with CNN on his campaign bus, Clinton expressed concern about the long-term effects of Trump's influence on American politics. He compared the disbelief of voters today to the experience of those in Europe during the 1930s who grappled with the rise of fascism. Clinton observed that some voters support Trump despite disagreeing with his ideas, possibly because of the positive experiences they associate with him. Reflecting on his campaign as a bridge to the 21st century, Clinton acknowledges the divisiveness in American politics today. Clinton believes America is facing a serious moment. He referenced President Eisenhower, saying that Americans are working to lengthen our stay in the land of the free.
Eisenhower, his great warning in his farewell address was that America should not build a military-industrial complex that runs the country to the point of getting us involved in unnecessary wars and putting our democracy at risk. That was like our little lesson. But Eisenhower, it turned out, left us another message, which I just discovered literally a couple of years ago, everything he said about this. After World War II, he began to talk to his friends about how hard it was going to be to save American democracy. And he said, I'm really worried about it. He said, we're already the longest lasting continuous democracy in history. But he said, it just requires so much effort for people in their lives. Look at the lives all of you have. He says, it's really hard to keep up with what's going on and to understand what's a real threat and what's not, and to vote to stay the course that the Constitution laid out. And he said, I just don't know how long we're going to make it. And so here, I think we ought to say to General Eisenhower, President Eisenhower, we don't know how long we're going to make it either, but we're fixing to lengthen our stay in the land of the free and the home of the brave.
In a later moment on the Harris-Walz campaign bus, Clinton considered what it meant for America to survive another 4 years under Trump. He likened survival under Trump's leadership to being on life support rather than living fully. Clinton said it would be tragic for the country if Trump were to become president again. Clinton criticized Republicans who opposed him in the 1994 anti-NAFTA wave for obstructing his goals of universal health care and job retraining. He stated that the government should have mitigated the concentrated burdens of policies while distributing the benefits. Clinton noted that Trump capitalized on public frustration in ways that benefited him politically. In contrast, Clinton warned that Trump's isolationist policies and tariffs have real costs for Americans, including higher prices. Clinton stated that people expect presidents to foresee future challenges and act accordingly. He predicted strong economic growth, saying either Harris or Trump will benefit from recent efforts to stabilize the economy. Clinton observed that the political challenge will be finding ways to grow the economy without spurring inflation. He praised Harris for speaking about the importance of compromise, particularly if she faces a Republican-controlled Senate. Clinton suggested Republicans should be willing to cooperate with Democrats on issues that benefit all Americans. He acknowledged he hadn't strategized enough during his presidency to make compromise more acceptable to both parties. Clinton emphasized the importance of prioritizing common ground over political differences within the Democratic Party.